We are live. It's the Fans Perspective. I'm Tyson.
And I am Josh.
Welcome to the show. We got a lot to talk about. I say this every week. Next week is going to be a little tougher finding stuff. And the paper is just full. It
is, man. We got notes everywhere. I love sports.
Oh, I do too. Sports is the greatest. But, so everyone's seen our special on Saturday. You won the big final there. I want to know how you're feeling physically 2 days later.
I'm physically destroyed. Mentally, way up there. I'm riding on cloud 9, but I've got like a walker.
Yeah.
My knees are done.
He started to work his way towards the broadcast area this morning, so...
I think I'm going to be like Brady. I'm going to retire and just take a $10 million contract working in the booth.
Oh, and I got some news about Brady. I don't know if you heard about it this afternoon, but news on Tom Brady.
What do you got?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Yes. It's a bit of a secret, and it may surprise you. It may not, but we'll see. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
And
we're on TikTok now. We got Instagram rolling. We don't have our own Facebook, but probably won't. But they got everything else rolling, to be honest with you guys. Check it out. Fans Perspective 23. It's all a little different on all the platforms, and it's just a lot of fun.
You bet. You love having you all aboard. And where else would you want to be on whatever night you're listening?
It's Monday tonight, baby.
So I've been calving a little bit, and...
How's it
rancher, going? Oh, pretty good. Over 100. Weather's still shitty.
Yeah. Today was a rough day.
Yeah, today was a rough day, but I want to throw a prop out there to our local veterinarian, Cleon Wasillo of Maple Creek Vet Services. Anytime you need help, they're there. Whatever you need, they're willing to help, whether it's cattle, dogs, you name it.
And they're looking for some help.
They are looking for some help. So anyone out there that is interested, Maple Creek Vet Services is looking for a certified vet. Give them a shout. They're a great people. They're a great place to work. And tell them Tyson and Josh sent you from the Fans Perspective.
Damn right. And it's a great little town, honestly.
Great town. Yeah, we play hockey there. There's a Tim Hortons there.
There is a Timmy. Cypress Hills is right
there.
Honestly, guys.
Great town. So anyone interested, give them a shout. Maple Creek Vet Services. Look it up.
Hell yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, let's get to a little sports talk. NHL. What do you got?
First thing that I have is just a reiteration. Man, I just can't get over all the moves the Leafs made, and man, they are not panning out.
No.
I mean, they've lost.
Let's hear an applause for that shit, man. Not panning out.
They're not right now. I mean, it's early, but 2 games in and they look terrible.
They do. I believe the Edmonton Oilers kicked the shit out of them.
So and then they barely beat the Shames.
Yeah.
So, but losing O'Reilly to long-term injury reserve, holy shit.
I heard he got a hangnail and he'll be out the rest of the season.
Yeah, I heard it's a bad one though.
Yeah.
I heard it is two Band-Aids.
When they get real deep there on the side of your neck.
Two Band-Aids, one around the top, one around the bottom.
Little Vaseline underneath.
Little Vaseline.
Seriously, he's got a broken finger. Big blow to the Leafs.
It is. Huge piece to what they were trying to do there. I mean, he's awesome.
He is.
That is a huge loss. I know they didn't have him before, but man, oh man, you do all that, you pull him in, he might not even be there for the start of playoffs.
He's the one guy of all the guys they traded for that he's the one guy they needed.
That's right. Big time.
In my opinion.
Out of all the names.
Yeah.
We could name him off. That is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone.
Oh,
for now.
That 5-9 whiskey.
5-9 whiskey. Made a little old-fashioned tonight, a little celebratory old-fashioned. We hit 1,000 subscribers tonight. So
and let's get an applause to us and applause to you out there.
Thank you, guys. Let's have a little cheers for that.
Sounds good, buddy.
And we're excited, man. That's crazy. We never would have thought in our first month, we're on, I think, day 37, have 1,000 subscribers is pretty wild.
Yeah, and we can't thank you enough for tuning in and continuing to tune in and sending all the awesome messages. And
you are the subscribers, so thank you.
We love it.
And if you want to hear something else stupid, hopefully not stories of me, just throw them our way.
Well, we do have a lot of exciting stuff coming ahead.
And the show's over again.
Yeah, I mean, well, that
Hot Ones challenge is coming up shortly.
That is going to be wild because those who know me well
know
that I don't handle hot very well, but
it's not a big deal. It only goes up to about 1.4 million on the Scoville scale.
That's not bad at all.
Very minor.
Yeah.
Black pepper's a 2.
Yeah,
this is 1.4 million.
Oh, well, that sounds very easy then.
It's going to be a good time.
and then we're going to get through the show besides.
Yes, we're not just going to be eating live. What we're going to do is we're going to try and do an entire show every 5 minutes or so, go to the next wing and try and survive for you guys.
Have the lips numbed up.
We're going to have some Rafter, our brewery beers, ice cold, ready to go, and we're going to need them.
Oh.
I've done it a little bit. On a small scale, I've done the challenge just on chips at New Year's.
You're not helping me out, man.
Woo!
You're not
no, it's easy. It's no big deal. No, you don't like it. It's delicious.
I'm sure it's all like...
delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious. I can't wait. But,
Please get over
hey, anything for the viewers.
That's right. I actually ordered an AED for the set, so we should be good to go.
Does the local rink have a defibrillator?
It does, and I know how to operate it.
Oh, good.
Ex-first responder.
I may need it, because I'm thinking... My ass is probably going to be on fire the next day. So.
Well, that I'm not helping with. I will help with the defibrillator, but the other end, it's on you, my friend.
Okay, well, it's probably going to be in a bath of ice. But hey, we got a little off track, but
that's what we're supposed to do.
Little more NHL talk. I don't have a lot on my Oilers, but Evander Kane is skating, so he's probably close to coming back for the Oilers from the broken rib.
Yep, and that's big. It's the right time. They need him back now.
Yep.
They're winning right now, 2-1.
Yes.
Upstairs, it's on the TV. I wish I had turned it on here, but I guess I can after. But
that's all right.
They're up 2-1 on Buffalo right now.
We know they'll win, so no big deal.
Oh, man. They've been playing great as of late. Other than that little blip to Winnipeg, which you will tell me.
Yes, all on Campbell. He stunk.
He did. He did. For me, it was great. Yeah. I love when someone stinks on that team because my team is the Flames and they all stink. So when anybody on the Oilers stinks and they lose, it's just a good day for me.
Let's call a spade a spade. He was terrible, and that's the reason they lost.
Yeah, he was. 7-5.
Yes, and sometimes, there's some defensive breakdowns, but that's what your goalie's there for. When
he's got to make a couple saves a game.
Yes.
There's games that he has to make, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I do think so. Edmonton in the next 14 games I looked only have back-to-back games twice in that stretch. So I do believe Stuart Skinner will get the net, and Mr. Campbell has played himself probably.
Weird how the league just plays into their hand all the time. Them Oilers just give them that light schedule. Jesus.
Once again, Toronto gets a primetime game, even though they're out west.
He just can't let it go, Leafs fans. He can't let it go.
Well, the next thing you know, they'll be playing Vancouver at 2:00 in the afternoon. But it's prime time in Toronto.
It's prime time in Toronto. All right, moving on to the best team in the NHL, the Flames.
Oh, are they still in the NHL?
It's
a question.
It's
debatable.
It's up for debate. I really struggle this year with them a lot, and everybody knows it. But I feel that they have a good roster, but not the right roster, starting from coaching down. I don't think the right pieces are there. The end of the season for me, whether they can string together some wins and fluke off making it into the playoffs or not, was that game to Boston where they were dominant.
50-some shots.
57-20, they outshoot the best team in the NHL, bar none at this moment.
Outplayed them.
Badly.
Yep.
But Boston being the team that knows how to win, finds a way to come back and win anyways. And then the Flames come out, and I think they put up 2 stinkers since.
Yeah.
And it's done. It's like they're checked out. They're like, well, that was all we had. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's just a telling story of their season. They just can't put it in the back of the net. They've outshot. As for shots, they're in top 5 in the league for putting shots on net. They cannot score goals.
They do not have a good goal scorer.
They do not. They don't have that one guy, or 2 guys. Like last year, they had 2 guys that could score, but they didn't have that mid-range.
Yeah.
Now they've got no problem with that, but they don't have that top line.
Yeah, but
that's a big problem.
Lindholm, who scored some goals for him last year, or quite a few, he's just not there this year.
No, I don't think Lindholm is the guy that they assumed he was going to be. I think he needs a complementary piece, and he lost that.
He misses Johnny.
Totally does, man. That's a big deal. Sports is all about complementing each other. It's a team sport, and there's no other way to put it.
And the funny thing is kind of roles have reversed there when you talk about Boston, because Boston was not good team last year.
No.
Didn't really upgrade the roster or change it much from last year, but just a difference a year makes.
They knew last year what they had. They couldn't put it together, but they believed in it. And, man, they put it together this year with basically the same roster.
But that little seed is growing in the back of my mind, and you heard it here a couple shows ago. They're going to lose in the playoffs first round.
But Steelers, they got to drink. We're going to try something here, guys. I got myself a little Labatt's.
He found something finally as old as him.
175. Celebrating 175 years. Budweiser Canada, Labatt's Brewery sent this to me, and I'm going to try it out tonight. I need to drink after talking about the Flames, so
what did
nice frosted glass.
Let's stay on the Flames for a minute.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just going to drink this beer now. I think we're good.
You're calling her a show?
Yeah, we're done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We had a hell of a night. Yeah,
I call
you,
bullshit,
Tyson.
and we're carrying on here.
We got so many notes. We can move on. Moving on.
No. And we will move on to some really great stuff because I got some great stuff.
Oh,
I know you're going to love it.
He's going to bring up Lamar. I know he's going to bring up Lamar.
It is, but back to the Flames. What did you think of them getting booed off the ice the other night?
I thought if I was at the game, I'd have been involved.
And Daryl said he'd boo him too. If
he did.
And
he
was
so did one of the players after the game.
Yeah.
I would have too. Effort was shit. The game was shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's 2 quarters right there. But
it's tough, when things ain't going well. You're fighting it. The fans are, I don't know what the appropriate word is. They're frustrated.
Big time.
The players are frustrated. Everybody, is fighting it, and it's a real tough thing to turn around.
It is. They're in a terrible slump. And after last year's such a promising year, they were 20 times better than the Oilers last year and just absolutely got dismantled by them. Yep, poof. Dreams are gone. Bad goaltending. Horrible reffing, if I can say so. They probably would have beat the Oilers had it been different refs.
Yeah, it was so close. But, they almost got to Game 6.
They didn't. They really didn't. But you know what? I'm done with the Oilers. Can we move on from the Oilers and the Flames and go to something else?
I actually love this. And I love that the Flames are being shamed out of the arena. And, it's glorious.
The Boo Birds are out, and I'm with them. I think it's a disaster. This season has been a disaster from the start to the finish. Our goaltending hasn't been there. Our best players haven't been our best players. It is what it is. It's just real shitty. Moving on.
So do you think they have a chance?
God, it never ends. At what? At what? They don't have a chance to make the playoffs. They don't have a chance for Bedard. They don't have a chance to do anything right now.
Can they catch Winnipeg?
Fuck no. Sorry. Put that in there. No.
Can they stay ahead of Nashville?
No. Fuck no. That goes in there too. No, they're done. They're done. Write them off.
Done.
They're done. It's time to have a Labatt 175 established, 1847.
I'm sure glad they made all those good moves at the trade
Great
deadline
moves.
anyways.
No, they didn't do that either. Just moving on.
Okay.
Jonathan Quick. One of my favorite goalies of all time. That poor bastard. We talked about it.
He gets traded to Columbus.
Columbus, which that's what pisses me off. Wow, what a kick in the teeth. Not fair.
Let's say a kick in the balls.
It is a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
Completely unfair. Screw LA. That is just a terrible way to handle things.
It is.
Luckily, he immediately gets flipped over to Vegas, which I really like. And now, I hope Vegas goes on a tear, ends up against LA, and kicks the piss.
Wouldn't that be a great
the best thing ever?
First round series.
It would. And
Vegas,
let Johnny
LA.
Quick play and let him rock.
He did play last night, got the win, which I was really rooting
got the
against
W.
him. So, that was too bad.
Yeah, well, I understand. But either way, go Johnny.
Yes, go Johnny. He did a lot for that team, and he really got thrown under the bus.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And how are you feeling? We got 1 or 2 games in so far since the trades for the Oilers?
Yeah. I'm actually very happy.
Yeah, I thought you would be.
Bjugstad scored against Winnipeg on Saturday.
Yep, and Ekholm the game before was
Ekholm
fantastic.
played good. Yeah, he's really solidified the defense. I'm very happy. We haven't had Kane in the lineup for quite a while.
Yep.
So when he gets back, that's really going to help. Since the trade deadline, Yamamoto has looked real sweet.
Yeah, he's looked better. Yeah.
He's got 3 goals. It's just like the pressure's off, and now it's go time. So that's pretty amazing. McDavid is McDavid. How about Draisaitl?
He's okay.
How did you see the goal that Draisaitl scored?
I Googled it, but nothing nice came up. It was weird. I said, is there any Draisaitl goals that are nice? Googled it, and I just got Johnny Gaudreau highlights.
Let's do a little play-by-play. Draisaitl slides into the net, nets off the moorings.
He puts it back on the moorings just so he can slough one in.
Picks the net up, sets it on its post.
Which is illegal. It's illegal, by the way.
Backs into the slot, pass comes across. He scores!
And it should have been waved off. There should have been a coach's challenge. We talk about this all the time. Give the coach a flag. Let him throw it. Son of a bitch is moving the net wherever he wants it to. Of course he's going to score.
About the size of this cup the room was.
It's a huge cup. You can't tell in the video. It's massive.
Awesome.
All right, enough Oilers,
It was great, yeah.
I even brought it up. What a dumbass. Also, a public apology for bringing Wendy on board live at the arena the other day, telling stories of epic proportions about my life back when I'm a new man. That is not me. So if you listen to the previous episode, you can check it out. I'm not going to bring any more up, but good God, I'm not sure Wendy will ever grace the stage again. But
I kind of forget what stories they were.
There's none. We got new stories coming.
Okay.
It's in the past.
We're gonna make some new stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll make some
new memories. New memories.
Anytime I get on the beers, there's new stories. But I apologize, Wendy. I love you, but good God, man, my dad listens. Come on.
It was good to hear some stories that I may not have known, and and then he throws a little jab at me with my shots over the and over the net. And,
Skyrocket flight.
Truth be known, if he'd actually, I was purposely going over top, like I said, but Wendy just...
The alley-oop.
Yeah, the alley-oop, but he just never picked up on that. And
it's true. That's because the guys you played on your line, they didn't know what they were doing. It was mostly their fault.
Yes.
You set them up with the alley-oop. That's like setting up the alley-oop and Jordan not knowing to throw it down.
Actually,
come on, Frank. Where are you?
Frank was like way behind the plate.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Probably grabbing a drink of water at the bench.
Me and Wayne Bosch were line mates forever, and we had a little chemistry.
Oh, you did have a little chemistry. I'll tell you, there are things I do honestly remember. Tyson with a really hard and high wrist shot. And Wendy brought it up, man. That left arm out, right arm, one stick, picking up the pass. Man, standing in goal. I remember seeing it all the time.
He was the grit on the line. He was the corner guy. And
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Back then, you were not the old guy. I don't know who would have been like Wayne Schneider, I guess,
still
and
not
whatnot.
No,
you're not.
I don't know what you're talking
but
about.
It is weird. I was the super young guy at that time, and now I'm the oldest guy on the team.
I gotta tell you a little story. So I was talking to Tara. The ladies did a tremendous job in the booth.
Unreal. Made a ton of money for the arena.
That was totally awesome, and hats off to all of them. But I was saying to Tara, so how did that go? And I had a blast and stuff. She says, the funny thing is she says, I don't remember being the old one ever before. She says, it's kind of awkward. I'm the old lady now in the crowd.
Tara, I feel your pain. I'm telling you, if guys come in the room and they're like, oh, Josh is here. What kind of music are we going to listen to? I'm like, guys, whatever the hell you want to put on. What do you want me to put on? I love music. Like, I wonder if they think that I don't know, if I listen to Kiss and Pantera, but I can't listen to the new stuff.
Elvis.
Yeah, like, guys, 36.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny, though, how you start something, and if you go at it long enough, you
become the old guy eventually.
Yeah.
But you know what? The old guy prevailed.
Yes, he did. He was stellar. And I remember when I started, Haas Lerner was the old guy.
That's right. And now he's the super old guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Uncle Haas, but you are that guy.
And we had Mark Huddick on there. And,
that's right.
A lot of
Johnny
old guys.
Huddick.
Larry Kelo was an old guy. Yeah. Johnny Huddick, I forgot about that.
Wayne and Dale.
Frank Schneider.
Frankie, that's right.
Yeah, so all those guys were the aged veterans, and now they've moved on, and I've moved on, and you're the aged veteran.
Oh, fantastic.
But I am coming back. As soon as Peyton is done, I'm coming back.
Oh, yeah. TJ's back, baby.
Yeah, unless we're podcasting every day.
That's right. Who knows?
You never know.
You want more episodes, you tell us.
We'll get her done.
We're loving it. All right. So,
okay.
I apologize for Wendy being a dumbass. All right. Moving on. So, we're going to have a special show just for CFL/ride, mostly riders,
Riders,
but some CFL news.
because we are the riders.
And we're going to bring in a special guest.
I can't wait to have
he's
him.
going to give us his insight. Big Rider fan from just down the street.
Gainer. Is it Gainer?
It's not Gainer. That's Parkbank, Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
this is Fox Valley.
Sorry. I was getting excited.
Gainer, if you're out there, man, big fan of the show. Come on in. We got you. I'll hook you up with barbecue. So we're going to have a good guest in, and he's going to give us his insight on all the moves. The Riders have new quarterback, new
receivers,
all sorts
lots
of stuff.
receivers.
O-line.
O-line.
I'm telling you, complete overhaul, and they needed it. I'm excited. I hope he is.
Yeah,
and I know
I'm
you
sure.
are.
Oh yeah, I am.
So we're gonna get into that on a special show, guys. It'll just be a CFL Riders episode, just like we did the trade deadline.
And my favorite player is back, Schaefer Baker.
Schaefer Baker. He is. He didn't make it down in the big show.
I feel terrible
but
for him.
I do too, but I feel great for myself because the guy is a stud.
Yeah, I think he's going to be great. He's going to be...
Could have made the Ravens roster. Maybe should have went there.
Well,
they don't have a receiver.
Yeah, well, they don't have a quarterback yet.
Shush. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Schaefer Baker is the next Andy Fantuz.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
big fan.
You betcha.
All right. NFL, baby.
Wow.
So we're breaking down tonight the AFC South.
Yes.
But we're not going to get into that till towards the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to go into some NFL news because there is so much.
There is so much.
Let's start with a little controversy because I always appreciate that the most.
Are we talking Lamar already in the show?
No, but we're talking Ravens.
Oh, okay.
A lot of controversy going on.
Yeah.
Eric DeCosta calling out the wide receivers they've drafted, and while we've picked a ton, just hasn't worked out. None of the guys have been who we thought they were, yada, yada, yada.
They're all in the 7th round.
And no, we've had some first rounders, man.
Really? Receivers?
Yeah. Two since 2017.
Holy, I didn't think you guys ever drafted receivers.
Never first picks of ours, but we've had 2 first-round picks where we picked one in the late pick.
Okay, that's interesting.
Rashad Bateman took great offense to what he said. And he called his GM out, literally. Said, that's bullshit. Maybe if you got us the right training, put us in the right plays, got us the right quarterback kind of thing, like basically saying, like, you give us Lamar.
Yeah.
And you give us the right routes. You give us, basically calling out.
Give us some help. Give us some help.
Getting rid of Greg Roman should have happened earlier.
Yeah.
The play calling was garbage. The training, I don't know if you've heard about this, but apparently their weight room guy they've got more injuries than any, and literally every player that left there has been saying he was a huge problem. He overworked the guys in their training and caused injuries.
Okay.
And
so there's a little controversy.
Matthew Judon said that's why he left. 100%.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's why he's a New England Patriot right now. He said he loved the Ravens. Absolutely hated the weight room. That guy was the worst. And they finally got rid of him.
Yeah.
But now DeCosta, kind of calls out the receiving core and whatnot. And Bateman took great offense. Because he does believe he's the guy. And I do believe if he can stay healthy. But now that they finally have a new guy in charge. But the problem is Lamar coming back?
Yeah, and
we'll get into that. We're not there yet.
No, I'm not going there.
But that's you
huge.
Call out your GM.
Yep.
And then you got guys standing behind you from your own team. There's a couple guys that stood up and said, I agree with him. And a bunch that have just recently left the Ravens in the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
It's got to be some truth in it.
What I was going to say is usually where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's probably other controversies happening within the organization. And this is just the one that's coming to the surface.
Well, a lot of guys are upset they haven't done anything with Lamar.
Yeah.
They're just basically, a lot of the guys, like Calais Campbell, literally said, I don't care. Pay him.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what you think is fair, what you think is right.
We need him.
What he wants, give him. We aren't the same team without him, and they're not.
No. So let's talk about Lamar. We're on the Ravens.
Let's go right in.
We're on the Ravens.
Let's get it out of the way.
Yes,
Shed my tears.
We'll probably come back a little bit. I think you have a poem written about Lamar.
It was a somber Monday.
Yeah.
It was snowing. It was cold in Saskatchewan.
Let's just let the viewers know out there. We are T-minus, 12 hours until the tag?
Like 15, 16 hours.
Yeah.
3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah. So
3:30 Tuesday, I should
the
say tomorrow.
franchise tag ends at 3:30, whatever time tomorrow. Mountain, Pacific, I'm not sure. That's when it ends, so they will no longer be able to tag Lamar Jackson.
So,
actually, no, I'm wrong.
They will be able
he
to
is
sign
automatically tagged.
That's right. With one of 2 tags.
Yes.
Of course, nobody wants that. They want the deal done.
Yep.
But
So any news on the contract?
they met again today,
Okay.
and the Ravens put their biggest offer on the table, and it wasn't enough, which I knew it wasn't. They just need to put the offer on the table that he wants.
Any idea what he wants? Any rumors?
And there's so much
going out there?
speculation,
Yeah,
right? They
yeah.
say he wants
So-
what Deshaun Watson got plus 10%, which, I mean, if Deshaun Watson got, he deserves 50% more, but Deshaun Watson got way overpaid.
Yeah.
So I do believe he wants that guaranteed contract, and he probably wants $150 million guaranteed of a $250 million 5-year contract. I don't mind the 5-year, 50 a year, which don't get me wrong, people, $50 million a year is insane-o. But
Not if
in
you're
the
getting
NFL,
paid.
if you're going to win
Yeah.
and you're the guy,
You need a quarterback.
you need a quarterback. And if you got the guy, well, in my opinion, he's the only guy for the Ravens right now.
Yeah.
You pay him, and I get it. That guaranteed money's huge. But guess what, guys? Go over the cap. They make lots of money. They sell out. They sell merch. And you bring Lamar back and you get a 5-year contract. Do you know how many jerseys you're going to sell overnight? I haven't ordered mine yet because of this son of a bitch thing that's going on. I want a Lamar. I want it so bad, but I refuse to order it till I know for sure my man is back.
There's probably some Jalen Hurts jerseys.
Eat shit. Son of a...
What I was going to say is actually this whole quarterback thing is making me a bit nervous. Geno Smith signed huge deal
Holy
today.
shit.
$105 million.
How much guaranteed right off the bat first year?
$50 million he gets year one. So that tells me obviously it's front loaded. So Geno is going to get a lot of money in year one. They're going to probably draft a rookie quarterback as well. So they're going to be playing him less in year 2 and 3 so they can fit another quarterback in. And is he worth it? I don't think so. Like he's average at best, if you ask me.
Geno.
Yes. He's come a long ways. He's better than he was with the Jets. He's better than he was with the previous, few years that he played in kind of backup roles and temporary starting roles. But there is no way in hell he's a $50 million a year
He's
player.
not. He did great this year. I'm super pumped for him.
Didn't make the playoffs, though.
Didn't make the playoffs. Still unproven, in my opinion. Probably their best option, obviously. But
Is he, though?
yes, because he knows the systems now. In my opinion, yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to start over at all. You don't have to go out.
No.
Anyone else is probably going to be even more, but I still think it was overpaying.
Yes. So
It should have been that $70 million range for that, in my opinion.
So I would take quite a few other quarterbacks out there. Like I would take Mike White at $15 million as my starter
Me
over
too.
Geno at 50.
Me too.
And
I
that's
don't-
just one name. There's some other names out there that I would like to give a chance to. That I would definitely pay a little less, and I think you're further ahead.
Yeah. There's options. I like the idea that he did have a good year. He was clicking.
And he's getting paid.
Oh, he's getting paid.
Yeah. What I was going to say earlier is I'm nervous because if Geno's worth 50, what is Jalen worth?
500. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
Will he take a team-friendly deal? Because some guys do. He's going to
He'll take a portion of a team
Yeah.
friendly deal for sure because
Yeah.
he's a good guy. You
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
He's a good person.
He is.
But he can also, his agent's going to be saying, man, you can only take so much. Of
No,
that.
no.
You deserve so much.
And we were talking off air about these contracts. And I think the NFL has some work to do. A lot of these players are signing for 5-6 year deals.
This is ridiculous.
And then in year one,
No account.
we're going to go through some names. Have 1 year, you're released, done.
No
It's
accountability.
like there was
for
no
being there.
contract there hardly.
I don't understand. There should be a penalty for that. If you want to.
There is a bit of a dead cap penalty, but it's not enough. No.
It's not enough, man.
As far as I'm concerned, if you sign a guy for 3-4 years, half the contract should be guaranteed.
Yeah.
So it gives the player some stability.
Agreed.
I mean, if I'm a player and I'm moving to a new city, signing a big 5-year contract at whatever price, I sure as hell don't want to move my family and after 1 year say, sayonara, buddy, your
Sayonara.
contract We don't need you no
It's
more.
a huge ordeal, man. They're moving cross country. They're doing this whole new systems, new coaching, new everything. I don't like it. No.
No.
And it changes the whole demographic of the league as well. To me,
It does. It does. And like baseball, basketball, hockey, you can't do that. Their contracts are guaranteed.
That's right.
So Connor McDavid signs an 8-year deal at $12 million. Well, that's 8 years for $12 million.
That's right.
Done deal, right? It's not after year one. No, you had a down year. We don't think you're worth that.
So you can adjust it at that.
Toodaloo. Yeah, we're gonna have to renegotiate this. No,
Yeah.
It's not open for discussion. So NFL does have some work to do with that, I believe.
They do. It's just such a business league. You know what I mean?
It is.
Like, it's not player friendly, in my opinion.
If you were a player, I don't think you'd like the system.
No, why do you think Lamar's asking for guaranteed money?
Yes.
I understand it, especially his style of play with how shitty of his receivers he's had over the years.
Yeah.
No wonder he wants guaranteed money.
No, exactly.
He lays his body on the line just like Jalen Hurts does every game.
And
like Tua Tagovailoa. Every game those guys are at risk because the way they play.
And why would you not when the next guy down the road is getting it?
That's right.
You
see Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, a guy
The
who's in
masseuse specialist.
all kinds of trouble. And he gets his contract fully guaranteed.
Frickin' Browns screwing the Ravens again with that stupid contract. Because Lamar looked at that and said, well,
he's getting it.
He's getting it.
Yeah.
And he's dog shit compared to me.
The Baltimore Browns, right?
Oh. Fuck you, Tyson.
But I do believe the reason Cleveland guaranteed that contract was to get him. I don't think he was going there because I remember the negotiations. And it was coming down to the final few teams.
But did it pay off? They're going to suck anyways.
No. Cleveland all of a sudden was out.
Yeah.
And then a week later,
they were back in.
They're the guy. They're the team.
Guaranteed money speaks.
Yes. And I mean, why wouldn't it? If someone's going to give me 10-year deal worth,
dude,
$400 million,
money talks.
I'm happy.
Me personally, I'm not built on money. I want to build a legacy.
And we are.
In life.
We are.
Me and Tyson are building a legacy.
We are.
But I'm dead serious when I say that. I've always been like a legacy guy. And I watched Full Swing last night.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 4. Unreal show on Netflix, by the way. It's
haven't seen
you
it
gotta,
yet.
Even though you're not a golf guy, you got to check it out.
Okay.
So it's fully behind the scenes of the PGA Tour and Live Golf Tour.
Okay.
And every episode is a different 1 to 4 guys on the tour, whichever tour they're on. And they literally went to Dustin Johnson, married to Wayne Gretzky's daughter.
Poor bastard.
And rough life.
Ugly girl.
Yeah, terribly. Oh my God, she's gorgeous, by the way.
Stunning.
She is, yeah. And they asked him, they said, like, why would you give up the PGA for this? Like, for the Live. Like, the PGA is prestigious and all this. And he said, kind of like looked around and tapped his fingers. And honestly, and I can tell, not proud about what he did at all.
No.
But he said, you get told you have to do less work and they're going to pay you 5 times as much. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He said, that's how I looked at it. He said, straight out, do less work, get paid way more money. Yeah, okay. Tell me where to sign. I'm coming. Yeah. So you don't have to go to so many tournaments. You only got to go to like 3. And you don't have to win. You just got to show up and golf. And you're guaranteed your $100 million, $200, $300, $400, $500 million, whatever they offer.
Whatever contract you sign.
It's not like the PGA. You don't crack the top 60, you don't make money. Yeah. You don't crack the top 30, you don't break even that weekend to pay for your flights, all your lodging, the actual fees, and your caddy.
Yeah.
Found that out in the show as well.
Oh, really?
You don't crack the top 30 in the PGA,
you're losing
cost you money. Huh. And then you look at the guys that stayed, man, I give them all the credit.
Yeah.
Loyalty, love of the game,
history behind it. Yeah.
And I love that Tiger's one of them. Tiger gave up $500 million. He hasn't made half of that in his career off of golf winnings yet. He gave that much money up to stay, and all he had to do was golf 2 tournaments a year just to have his name in there. And
he's probably doing okay though, Tiger.
Tiger's doing fine. So was Phil Mickelson though, and guess what? He took the $380 million.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit. I think that is the most unloyal, ridiculous thing. A guy that's already made something like $300 million plus endorsements figures, well, I'm getting paid another $380 for 4 years. I only got to do 3 tournaments a year. Give me a break, man. Show your your passion, your love for the game, man,
Yeah.
their loyalty is gone. Rory McIlroy, young guy. He's way younger than I am.
Yeah, I know Rory.
He told him to shove it. I think his contract was upwards of $200+ million.
Yeah, because he'd be a top-end golfer.
You bet. 3 tournaments, all he'd have to do. He won't make that if he wins 5 tournaments in the PGA. Not even close.
No.
Average of $3 million a tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, but you get endorsements with those. Every time you win, you get a bigger thing,
100%.
yada, yada. Still wouldn't have been that much money. And he's not going to win that many in a year. It's tough to win that many in the PGA. It's a tough league.
Never.
And guess what? Him and Tiger are buddies, and they both got that passion, that love for the game.
Yeah.
PGA built golf.
Yeah, they did.
And then you just say, screw you, because it's tough and you got a lot of tournaments and you got to win to make money.
Exactly.
Isn't that how it's supposed to be? You're an athlete. If you're not that good and you can't win, get the hell out.
That's fair play golf, though. The live. That's the fair play golf.
Flip. We're done with golf now. I had to throw it out there.
Well,
I've been watching the show.
Interesting.
Full swing.
Yeah.
Check it out, golf fan or not. It's fully behind the scenes. Every episode's a different guy.
That'd be good.
And I fell in love with a few new players.
Yeah.
Because I realized that they're
not
are
bad guys.
barely making it.
Yeah.
And they're giving it their all. And they got families at home, and they got caddies to pay, and they got lives, and they're flying all over the world just trying to make it. And you see them on TV, and I assumed
They're rich.
anybody you see on TV is wealthy.
Yeah.
Man, they live in lesser homes than me, lesser vehicles.
You should quit assuming that, because we're now on TV and we are
That's
far from
true.
wealthy.
Live from the basement in Fox Valley, Saskatchewan. We had a sewer backup 4 days ago, but we're back, baby. Also, going to start a GoFundMe because my sewer's backed up twice in the last month. If anybody wants to donate to Joshua Schmaltz, I will take it. Good Lord.
Maybe someone will give you like a vac truck or something.
All right, if we can work out that we can find someone to help the vets, can we also help someone to fix my sewer issue? Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. But seriously, the sewer has backed up twice in a month.
The one thing I can say, just adding a little bit to that golf thing, is as a person, if you do not look out for yourself, no one in society today will.
That's right.
So it would be very hard if someone come down here tonight and says, Josh, I'm going to give you $100 million.
Quit Schmaltz Insurance, you come work for me.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to say no?
You work 2 days a week.
That's right.
4 hours a day, fully guaranteed. I would beat the shit out of you as a friend if you said no.
and that's basically what Liv is doing.
Yeah.
So as angry as I am, but my issue, my whole issue is
the
these guys
integrity of the sport.
It is, and these guys that they're taking are already millionaires.
Yes.
It's not like they're taking the guys that I'm watching on this full swing that are making $60,000 a year and giving them $50 million. They're taking the guys that are making $50 million and giving them $500 million, and I'm just like, damn it! They're already super wealthy and they're playing for the love of the game. They're living a great life. Family and decades of families are taken care of. It's one thing to be like me, where let's say they take me from $90,000 to $9 million. My dad would even say, we'll close the office up. Let's go, old boy.
You're bragging $90,000.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's before taxes.
But let's go to a different avenue here. Non-sports concerts.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
That's why he's the man.
Yeah. He's one of them. But Taylor Swift, another. So those people are making tons of money. They're wealthy beyond their years. I don't see ticket prices dropping to go to the concerts. Garth Brooks maybe, because he controls it.
He's the only one.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift, if I'm gonna get a ticket, or any of these big name bands, $200, $300, $400, $500
more.
Yeah,
more now.
Yeah,
now that they're playing less shows.
Yeah, so I mean,
except for
Garth Brooks,
Metallica.
Really?
Just booked.
Is that because they're in the old folks' home? Or?
Most sought after rock band right now in the world.
Yeah.
Cannot 38 seconds their concert sold
I didn't
out,
know this.
and their concert is in 2024 and it's sold out in under 1 minute, 71,000 seats.
That's amazing. Like
don't ruin this for me.
They're getting pension and they're still singing. Like,
you know what? They started our show tonight. Don't forget that was Metallica's brand new song. By the way,
I guess I'll have I'll be okay with it. But
maybe I'll take you to the show.
That would be great. Yeah.
So I bought tickets.
Yeah.
I had to buy them, and I had to go on. I had to buy a special. I had to go download stuff, all of this shit, just to get early passes because you can't get tickets.
Yeah.
And I bought Friday night's show and Sunday night's show. They're doing two in Edmonton.
Yeah,
both
so you want to catch them both.
And they've got different opening acts for both.
Okay.
And they're doing a complete different set list, complete different concert. times 2.
Just a rumor here, but I heard possibly on Friday night the Fans Perspective is open.
Oh, Fans Perspective. We should live
2024
from the Eskimo. Oh, it's not the Eskimos. The Edmonton Elks
Oh.
Stadium.
Oh, is
live from the Elks Stadium.
So it's from the Coliseum.
Yeah, because where the Oilers play wasn't enough seats.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so
Rogers
Metallica
Center,
has such a big following. Like, and they don't come for less than 68,000 people.
I've been to that stadium.
I've seen Metallica there.
Yeah, so I've seen a Rider game there.
No way.
That was when Dave Ridgway
The
lined up
leg.
for the field goal and slipped.
No.
I was at that game.
The
in
historical
Edmonton.
slip.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Sad.
It is sad.
Yeah.
So I got my tickets, Tyson.
Yeah.
For $160 a seat, and I got damn good seats.
Yeah.
Unreal.
So did you get a
seats.
couple, or what did you get?
2 seats.
You and Megs?
For 2 shows. No,
No.
2 seats for 2 shows. So the first
Yeah.
night, on Friday night, I'm going with the owner of Backyard Grills in
Yeah.
St. Albert.
Okay.
A gift to him for all the help he's done with me with my barbecue.
Okay. Sounds
With
good.
666 Grill. And then Sunday, I gifted the ticket to my brother
Yeah.
and Jesse Duffy.
Oh, okay.
So they're going,
So-
and
so
they
Don.
wouldn't sell you Donnie. Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah, the man who gets lost in Regina.
I don't know, Clint, if you're out there listening, like, I would call bullshit on this, like, your blood as well, but,
So is Justin.
yeah, and Justin, like, I think you guys got some bitching to do.
No, I work with Donnie, and he bails me out every time I leave on a barbecue adventure. So it was one of those, and he did pay me for some of it.
Okay, either that or, like, expect a hell of a big Christmas present coming.
Huge.
Like,
You
yeah.
guys like underwear and socks?
Yeah.
I got you. So
He
yeah,
got you these extra large ones.
Metallica, which happens to be probably the most prolific metal band of all time that's still playing,
Yeah, yeah.
did not bump their tickets up. They were more expensive when I went in 15 than they were this year.
Okay.
And they've got a better opening band.
Is that because
and-
they're partially senile?
No,
or-
it has nothing to do with that. Golly.
Oh, just putting it out there, like,
Okay, we're moving on.
they're
Moving
up-
on. Every time I bring something up, this shithead.
they're of the age, where you never know.
Oh, moving on.
And the fans are listening, and they
NFL.
okay, let's get to some names.
Okay, so we talked about the whole controversy with Rashad Bateman.
Yep.
The cost. That's a huge issue.
Yep.
Went through Lamar thing, which I have to come to realization with that tomorrow at 3:30 potentially, my boy is going to be tagged, which means he's open for 2 first-round picks, and they are going to be open for trades as well as still negotiating, which scares the shit out of me.
I hate to tell you this.
So I don't want to hear it. Moving
Yeah,
on.
I know you do. You do. You're tempted now.
Moving on.
And I probably, Tara's working on a cry and tell for you at home now. But Lamar Jackson will not be in Baltimore in 2023. I hate to tell you this.
We're gonna fight.
Moving
on. We're gonna end up fighting. We're gonna have a live fight from the barn.
But I do.
Tyson's on a bad cap, so I'm gonna win this
I
one.
feel bad for you because as a diehard fan, that is your last, the last thing you want to happen. But
we have 5 years to get back
Yep.
to a winning team if we don't get Lamar.
But
5 years.
I do believe there's a lot of bad blood there.
There is.
I do.
There is right now. There is a
and-
ton.
Can money repair it? I don't know.
It can if you offer them, right? But the Ravens don't offer offense money
No.
like that. Never
No.
have, except for once
No.
to frickin' Joe Flacco.
But on the upside, my Eagles got a couple new coordinators. Brian Johnson, who is the quarterback's coach, he's going to be offensive coordinator.
That guy sucks.
And Sean Desai,
Well, that guy sucks too.
he's coming from Seattle, Legion of Boom. He's our new defensive
Oh
coordinator.
God, the shit hawks.
So let's hear an applause for that. Let's go
Turn
Eagles.
that off. Done with the Eagles. All right, moving on. Fournette asks to be released.
I seen that.
Can't blame him.
No.
Who knows where that team's headed right now?
No, and actually,
That's a big pickup, though. Buffalo, why not?
I was that would be a good fit. I agree.
Where else? Where
was-
else off the top of your
I
head?
was looking at the Buccaneers because I researched the division we're doing,
Sure.
and I accidentally went to the NFC South, and I was looking at their cap space, and the Buccaneers have a ton of cap space.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
like 65 million.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah. So they're in a rebuild, though. They're going to rebuild, but some very interesting news came out of the
Mr.
NFL
Brady?
Network about Mr. Brady today. So
He's getting breast implants.
You know the Rich Eisen show.
I do, of course.
It was on the Rich Eisen show on what is today, Monday? Yep, today. That don't be surprised if Mr. Brady isn't playing in Miami this fall.
What about Tua?
I believe Tua will not play this season due to concussions.
Really?
Yep, I do believe that. The NFL made a huge mistake.
They did.
They are going to make sure they overcompensate the other way on this. And I believe, you don't hear a lot about it, I believe you're not going to see Tua for quite a while in Miami. Interesting, eh?
That's pretty.
But, yeah.
That's a lot to go.
I'm just going to add this. Like, Tom retired now twice. Yeah, he's done all this great stuff, but stay retired, man. Stay retired.
I'm with you. Yeah, it's like MJ the last time with the Wizards.
Yeah, just it
was great.
Gives
The
you
first
a sour
time
taste.
you came back, you won. He won.
The guy bought $100,000 worth of sand where he was standing on his retirement, and now he's gonna play.
Yeah, like
and
I love Tom Brady because he brought a lot to the game. But yeah, you're right. It's just time. Don't do it, Tommy.
Worthless now.
Yeah, worthless sand. Nice girlfriend though.
Yeah, very nice. Cowboys franchise Pollard today.
Yeah, so I've got a list of all the guys. Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good move.
Yep. Josh Jacobs.
We called it on the show that it was going to be Jacobs that gets it, and he did. Evan Engram is a good one.
Yeah, I was wrong though on the Washington Commanders guy.
Both of us were. I said, "There's no way," and he was the first to get tagged.
Yes, he was
immediately, like the next day. Damn it!
Yeah,
if we couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, and they're each team's allowed to tag a
That's
year.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just that I just didn't assume they would.
I didn't because the contract price is very high.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So and let's say he plays under that tag, and next year you got some other free agents. Now you're going to lose them in a year anyways.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, and that to me is a very interesting one because the Giants have two guys, Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. So if they franchise Saquon Barkley, he would get $10.9 million franchise tag, which is what the running backs are going for. And Daniel Jones is, I appear to me, asking $50 million a year.
$50 million for Daniel Jones.
And why not? Geno Smith got it today.
They both don't deserve it.
You know, I'm actually going to go home tonight and start throwing a little football around.
Too, man.
I can be way cheaper than that. I got a bad calf right now, but I mean, son of a bitch, I think I can play through it.
I got you. Unbelievable. $50 million.
So this is what, I don't know if you watch Sportsnet or not, and Arash Madani was on today, and he said in his mind and what he's hearing, they're going to franchise Saquon Barkley, and he says he expects Daniel Jones to go out in the open market, find out that there's not a lot of interest actually out there, and he's going to come crawling back to the New York Giants.
Good, they
possibly
give him
play
for $700,000.
Yeah, well, he talked about some poor man's salary, 25 to 28 million. Yeah, so I don't know how he'll get by on that. But
God Almighty, what has happened, NFL? Yeah. What is going on that guy is worth anything?
Hey, how about Derek Carr?
Okay,
4-year deal, $150.
Unbelievable.
Guaranteed.
I've always said I liked him. I said that.
Yeah,
not for that price.
No.
Holy hell, he's never won.
$70 million guaranteed to that contract.
Well, nice work, bud. You did it.
He's got a hell of an agent.
You damn well did it. Yeah. Show me the money.
Yeah, like holy shit.
Holy shit.
That's like $38 million average.
So how much is guaranteed?
70.
So he's guaranteed $69,920,000 more than I am this year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And we're probably going to have the same amount of touchdowns and interceptions.
It has just gotten so out of line with... I don't get it. Yes, the quarterbacks are very important to your team, but are they 5 times more important than your next player? If they don't have receivers, as we've seen in Baltimore, you can have a $50 million quarterback, and he's going to look like a 5.
He's going to get you to the playoffs, and that's
Yeah.
as far as you're going to go.
Yeah, like you need a team around these guys, and I just think we're overpaying quarterbacks a little bit.
Agreed. Like everything, like just inflation.
Yeah, yeah.
It just blows up and it doesn't stop. That snowball going down the hill eventually turns into an entire snowman. It's a disaster. They've got to stop that.
And is it because there's such a shortage that they feel of good
I
quarterbacks?
do believe that has a lot to play with it. Good quarterbacks, there's probably only, when I say good, I mean like that elite, gonna win you games quarterback.
6?
I was gonna say 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 for sure. And Daniel Jones ain't in there, in my opinion.
No, he's probably middle of the pack.
And Derek Carr wasn't either in the top 8.
No,
for me. 10
Derek,
or 11 in my opinion.
at the highest.
Yeah.
Like Derek Carr could be the bottom 15 possibly.
Yeah. Geno Smith also not in that
No.
top 8 to me.
No,
way.
he's not. And these guys are getting $40 to $50 million.
Yeah, I should have been a quarterback, Ma. Should have been a quarterback.
So what the hell is Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts worth?
I don't know, $600 million a year. like honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
crazy.
Brady must be looking and been like, damn it! 2
And
years later, and I'd be a billionaire.
and your man Lamar, because I love giving you a bad time. And
Yes, he does.
he's going to be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And the Ravens just give it to him because what are they
Everyone
going to?
else will.
Everyone else is going to.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. And it only cost you 2 first-round picks. Like crazy. Vikings release Eric Kendricks, another good linebacker.
You betcha.
Lots of linebackers becoming available.
Yeah. Frank Clark.
Yep. Yeah, Frank Clark, Pro Bowl defensive end.
That's a huge hole to fill.
It is. It
But
is.
money talks. You got to fill voids. You got to fill holes. They're looking at DeAndre Hopkins right now, which is crazy to me. Mahomes doesn't need a number 1 receiver.
And don't forget Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown, you
They
betcha.
don't have him signed yet.
Nope. Allen Robinson is up available.
He's
Derrick
a trade
Henry
for a
is
trade.
being
Yep.
thrown around right now.
Yep.
That's a franchise guy right there for
It
the
is.
next couple of years at least.
It is. So if they get rid of Derrick Henry, they're in full rebuild.
Jesus, are you kidding
Tennessee.
me? They no AJ Brown, no
Yeah.
him. They just signed dipshit as their quarterback.
Did they actually sign?
I think that they did.
Yeah, 'cause
Tannehill.
I never heard nothing
Yeah,
about
I
Tannehill.
think I read something about it. They won't give it
Okay.
a time of day,
Yeah.
but I think they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also rumors coming out today that the Jets are in pretty heavy on Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, saw that.
Yeah, so
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see if the Jets are legit, if they can get that number 1 guy, if they actually are as good as they say they have been. Because they all say, "Oh, we're just missing that piece." I'm like, "Well, here's your piece." Are you?
if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to San Francisco.
Me too. Let's go somewhere where they already have a winning team.
Yeah, like
Why do you want to go and try to bring a team from the depths of hell?
Yeah,
You already
can
got
you
a team
imagine
that's...
what he'd do in frickin' San Francisco?
He'd be good there.
Oh, and
You
San
give him
Francisco-
Debo,
yeah,
and you give him McCaffrey and Kittle.
that's that's
Come on,
that's insane.
we shouldn't even talk about that.
No,
So-
because that
That's a
just makes
disaster. It makes me sad.
yeah, and it gives my Eagles a bit of a
Yeah, it gives you heartburn.
yeah,
Yeah,
terrible.
we don't need
I
no
think I'm
heartburn.
gonna have to open up.
Yeah, let's have a
after
drink.
that, yeah.
Calvin Ridley. Finally, they reinstate him.
Yep,
Guy smokes a joint.
legal in Canada.
They go, I can smoke a joint down here right now. No one's gonna care.
No,
It's ridiculous. These guys all go out and probably do steroids and take something else so it doesn't show up. They all booze. They're all piss tanks. Man, that one bothered me. Like, come on, man. They pull these kids out of the gutters, the hood, whatever you want to call it.
yep,
You know, bring them in, and then, I mean, it's weed. It's just weed. You kick them out for the entire year, and then make them wait this long till today, March 6th, before you finally reinstate him.
yeah,
Huge pickup for the Jags.
100%.
I hope he comes back, and I hope he rocks it,
And
man.
we get to talk about.
And
the
I hope
Jags
his celeb.
today.
Yes, we do. I hope he does a celebratory dance and smokes a joint on the field every damn time. And takes the final. I'll pay for some of it.
Oh.
But good for you, Kelvin.
That
I feel
would be-
bad for you, man. That's terrible.
That would be good. Titans also released Bud Dupree today.
Yeah, they did. Saw that.
Yep. That's about all the big name. Oh no, Rams release Leonard Floyd.
Leonard Floyd. Yeah.
Yeah, another linebacker.
And then Ramsey's
The Rams are in full
Yeah,
rebuild.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be, I don't know where he's going to end up, but
Yeah, hard to say. Like all these, so we're covering all the divisions, and lots of teams have cap problems.
Yep.
But it didn't stop. We talked about the Saints at the start. That was our first division. How cap held they were,
Oh.
and they signed Derek Carr today to that.
yeah,
So who's going?
I have no idea.
Like, is he
Money
playing-
laundering through a Chinese food restaurant somewhere? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like so they got a lot of work to do.
Tons of work to do.
They don't have to be cap compliant yet, obviously, but they're gonna
It's
have.
not
some
looking
work.
pretty.
No, and there's going to be a lot more big names to fall. We know that.
Tyson, you mind behind you? There should be a blue backpack. If you want to, somewhere beside you, somewhere. Hand me that, my man.
Okay.
Thank you. And we are going to get into the AFC South.
All right.
I got some of my notes in here. I forgot to
Okay.
pull them out
Sounds
earlier.
good. Sounds good. So I did the cap research here.
Who do you want to do first?
I think we should start with the most exciting team in that division,
Okay, where we going?
Jacksonville.
All right, let's go Jags.
So they got 16.1 million in cap space, which isn't a lot, but
Where's their offense rank, Mr. Tyson?
I've been off on all of them. When I
Pretty
think
close
when-
last week, I'll tell you.
I know, but when I think they're good, they're not quite as good, and I'm gonna go with about 13 on offense.
10th.
10th. Okay.
Yep, they ranked
Okay.
10th. I think these are all my opinions now. Those are ESPN rankings, but
Yep.
I think they have a great quarterback and running back situation. I like Evan Ingram. Getting Calvin Ridley is
Yep.
huge. But I don't like their O-line a ton.
No, but the draft is coming.
That's
There
right.
are some free agents.
There's going to be
They-
some pieces.
They got some room on the cap.
Any suggestions on their offense before we move to their defense?
I
I like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I
I
do
love
too.
Etienne.
I do too. I think they should go for probably another receiver.
Yep. That's never a problem to have a little depth.
Couple linemen.
Yep.
Never hurt.
That's where I'm really focusing on them.
Yeah, and one more year of experience for Lawrence, and they were in the playoffs this year. They got a taste of it. I think they're a team to be reckoned with.
Agreed.
They're just a few small pieces away.
My thoughts exactly. Where do you think their defense?
Defense, I'm going to say about 21.
12.
12th, way better than I thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Their points against was amazing.
Huh.
Yeah, they held it down, but at the start of the year, if you don't remember,
Yeah,
they
no, I
lost
don't.
a lot of close ones.
Yeah,
They just couldn't put points on the board, but their
Yeah.
defense held to an 18 and under.
yeah.
Almost
I remember.
every game,
yeah.
but they were scoring 12, 13, and they just couldn't get past that hump. And then all of a sudden, Lawrence pulled it together.
He put
And
the game together.
Yeah, him and
put the
Etienne
team on the
really
back.
started gelling.
Yeah.
They need some work on their linebackers. Their whole middle area, according to just everything I read and looked at, a little bit of corner work, but mostly their linebackers was their issue. Yeah, their up front was not bad. They ended up, I think, top 15 in sacks and whatnot, so pretty close to where they ranked defensively.
And there's
But-
going to be some pieces available. There is more cuts coming.
These
You
are
know,
all
there's
draft
gonna-
things you
yeah.
can do. You don't have to go out and spend the farm for
no.
that type of. When you're in 12th, you just need the right piece.
Yeah,
You don't got to sell the farm.
and there's going to be some guys who need that 1-year contract to prove myself again contract.
It's true.
And they'll latch on to a team like that, and it'll work out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what my Eagles live on. Is they look for the guys that are looking to prove.
Totally.
James Bradbury was one, right?
Totally.
Looking to prove himself, and players like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and those guys, if they pan out, they make you look like a hero.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Yeah.
So we got 10th and 12th. I mean, that's a good squad, actually.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
when you
and-
think and they were good this year towards the end. It's too bad they couldn't have put her together at the start.
Definitely the cream of the crop.
I would say in this division,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
If they don't come in a favorite next year, something's wrong.
No, they have to be.
Where do you
They
want to
have
move to next?
Let's go. I like Nashville, Tennessee Titans.
Let's go with the Titans.
12.4 million cap space.
Let's start with their offense. Where do our Tennessee Titans...
Oh, they're gonna not be good.
They
They're
gotta
gonna
be.
be like in the 20s, I believe.
They got to be right up there in the tops. 28th.
Yeah, I was gonna say 22, 23. So
28.
very poor. Tannehill was hurt a lot this year.
Yeah.
Malik Jackson.
They got rid of
couldn't throw
A.J.
the ball.
Brown.
No A.J. Brown.
Jeez, just a struggle fest.
Yeah.
All they had was Derrick Henry, and he's going to be available if you want him. If you got the right
he
pieces.
was hurt. He was hurt
And he
too.
was.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need a complete overhaul. I'm telling you.
New GM there too, so
Yeah.
there will be an overhaul.
That's right. He's going to build his team.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. And the whole overall offense needs to be established.
They do have a good defense, though. I
They
believe.
do.
Yeah.
The only thing I've got on their defense is their up front had a few holes in it.
Yep.
Their back end was great. Their middle linebackers were great. They were top stats and all that. But their front end was a little bit poor.
Yeah, and I like their coaching staff.
Yeah, I do too.
They kept them. So I think
A
Nashville.
lot of work on the offense.
Yep. And that's where, had Tannehill been healthy, it would have looked a little different.
Completely.
I think they need receivers, obviously. They had a stud and let him go.
Yep.
But that draft pick of theirs that they picked up, they did draft a receiver when they got A.J. Brown to Philly. And, he didn't look bad either. And,
Nope.
It's amazing what a off-season, a draft and free agency can make. You can go from the outhouse to the penthouse pretty quickly.
Very overnight, yeah.
Yeah.
One week at a time.
Except they got quarterback decisions to make.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Which always sucks.
Yes.
That's a huge decision.
It is.
Welcome to my life.
I do, yeah. Except your life, there is a star there, and there is no star in Nashville.
Yeah, that's right. At least we have a guy, but we don't know if we have him. That's the issue.
No. They don't have a guy, but they think they might have to stick with him.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
Yeah. So
defense.
They're going to be there. Let's go with 14.
Bang on.
Right on.
Number 14. Nice
Yeah,
work. First
yeah.
one of the year, he guessed. Bang on.
Yeah. Every dog can lick his balls.
That's right. Every once in a while, flexible bug. It must be a goalie. The only issue I had was the up front. They didn't rack up a ton of sacks. So to me, that speaks
not
that
a
they got
lot
a
of
little.
pressure.
That's right. They got to get there.
But
and that's where you get into that top 10.
There's a guy like Frank Clark.
He is available.
Yes, there's going to be Robert Quinn available.
Yep. Oh man.
There is a lot of players available that are going to be pretty good. What was the Cleveland Browns guy that he kind of didn't play the last couple of games? They sat him. Real good lineman. Can't think of his name.
I can't either. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But anyways, there's all kinds of guys I think to be had, and probably not a lot of money.
No.
There's not 50 million
no.
anyways.
God no. Leave that for Daniel Jones.
So I think the Titans could turn this ship around very quickly.
I agree.
The quarterbacking thing is a question, but
it is a huge question.
But... Malik Jackson, if he learns to throw the ball, he's an athletic bugger. Like I did watch, he can run.
That's true. Yeah, he can move.
He can run. He just can't throw. But should he, and I'm sure he's just a young guy. If it clicks, look out.
I'm telling you, he's athletic.
Yes, he is. Reminds me of myself.
Very much like Tyson.
That's how I look at the cow barn, just running around.
Super athletic. Let's go to the Colts because they're fun. Let's go there next. I like
You just want to go there because Steichen is there.
I just want to go there.
Okay. Let's go with cap space. $12.2 million available.
Okay, not enough for what they need.
Not enough for what they need. They need a lot.
So
quarterback they need.
Holy shit! They need,
They're in a
literally
mess.
have across the board written.
Yeah.
Everything. They're
They got no receivers. They got no quarterback.
Their defense and offense is ranked identical.
Identical.
The only one that I've found so far.
Okay.
Where do you put them?
Let's go with number 24.
30.
30.
The dog shit.
They're right with the Bears.
Dumb, sorry, Nathan. The Bears. 30th in offense, 30th in defense.
That is not a good recipe for a winning team at all.
That's impossible to win.
Yeah, forget it. When you rank
the third last in every statistical category,
that is not a good thing. How did their GM keep his job? I know they switched coaches. I didn't mind Frank Reich actually.
Yeah, maybe he gave good kisses. I don't know. Maybe he bought really good Christmas presents. I'm not sure how you keep your job at that point.
And I think Steichen, the offensive coordinator from Philadelphia, will do okay, but he's not working with Jalen Hurts no more.
Yeah.
And the Colts have to draft a quarterback.
Oh my God, do they ever? You gotta get Lamar.
Yeah, and the good thing,
get Lamar.
The good thing about a new coach coming in is if you're drafting a quarterback in year one, you got some security because you're not expected that you're going to turn the ship around.
That's right. You got a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Flexibility comes with that.
You betcha.
And the Texans, another great squad.
Yeah.
Let me pull out my papers here.
Back to the Colts just for a quick second. On defense, they got a lot of work to do.
Oh, holy shit, do they have work to do.
Oh, boy. I hope they got lots of draft picks.
I don't think that they have enough.
They don't have a lot of money, and they haven't heard a lot about them, but we'll see. Texans have $38.4 million in available cap space, so the most in the division.
Defense, where do you think we rank with
defense? The Texans, they might be surprising. Let's go with 18.
They are not surprising.
They are not surprising.
27.
27. Jeez, I'm way off.
They are 27th. Yeah,
boy.
They are in trouble everywhere. They need to go young. They need to begin to fully rebuild, is my notes. I looked across the board. They have a lot of age on their team.
Yeah.
And it's not like age like Calais Campbell, where he's having still great seasons, all that. No, Jason Kelsey,
not happening.
These old guys are on their very tail ends.
Yeah.
And they are bad.
And on offense, they need a quarterback, I think.
Oh, no, offense is good. Here, let me get into
good. Yeah. What are they, 29?
Shit, 31st.
Oh, that is pretty good.
That's not bad.
If you
it's
got
not the
100
worst.
Teams.
That's true. Be the top 31%.
Yeah.
Except for there's only 32 guys.
Oh, yeah. So you're next to the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. Sorry.
Oh, man. Anytime you're next to the Bears, it's never good.
No, man. They eat things. They're bad people.
Yeah. Well, the Texans do have a lot of work. Every time it seems like they get an all-star, it don't take long, and they're trading them out.
I don't understand.
They got controversy all the time with the GM and the head coach, and it's generally a mess.
Their whole situation is a mess, and I don't get it.
And they had some good teams when J.J. Watt was there back in the day, and
Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins,
they had some players.
The roster that was there,
yeah,
and they were all there together,
and they were a playoff team.
Adrian Foster,
Adrian Foster.
Dude, you now have a star running back, a star receiver, a star quarterback, and one of the best defensive ends.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
They traded them all.
But they had him for at least a year or two. What the hell went on there?
J.J. Watt, though, was very injury prone back then.
He was.
Yeah, and they
actually Watson was busy getting massages 24/7.
And they did have a big interior lineman, and I can't think of his name. He's the guy I'm thinking of for Cleveland, too. He's moved around a bit.
Yeah.
But, they've had some pieces, and they just never stick around.
Couldn't get her together.
It's got to be a management problem.
Has to be.
Something.
Internal issue.
Yeah. There's some issues, but they also, I believe, made coaching changes, and,
Yep. Much needed.
Yes, much needed. But this is going to bring me on to a whole nother subject about divisions, and as a fan, I would love to see, instead of a division like this, or we're going to go to Tampa Bay, I'm going to use them as an example. Shitty team, still in the playoffs. Why cannot the AFC's top 8 make it? The NFC top 8?
Yeah.
Forget division.
Yeah. I actually hate the division thing.
I don't mind if they play within division, but for playoffs, I want to see your top teams in the playoffs.
That's right. I'm totally. I was gonna say I like the playing within division, keeping the travel low.
Yep.
These guys, it's hard on their body. Let's be honest, traveling all that. But when it comes to playoff, the top teams should be in.
They
And
should.
every year there's 2 to 3 teams that should be in that get overpassed for that Buccaneers bracket.
Yeah.
This
The
one,
Buccaneers were not a 500 team, and they're in the playoffs.
no, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
No,
Steelers
it's not
would've done
fair.
better, and I
It
hate
is
the
not
Steelers.
fair.
It's not fair. It's
No.
I don't like that system. It should be the best are in and the worst are out. Throughout the regular season, make divisions
Yeah.
for travel for other reasons. Yeah.
And I don't care if you got 3 teams in one division making the playoffs.
That's right.
Well, if they deserve it, they deserve
That's
it.
right. If they got a winning record and they're kicking ass, they get to go.
Good for them. Yeah.
You betcha. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a strong division.
Yes, exactly.
All
Kind of
the power
like
to 'em.
NFC East this year.
Yeah, totally. Like
Yeah,
the NFC
like
East this year.
3 teams.
Crazy.
And Washington was right there.
Yep. That's right. And Washington was right there this
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
So, I mean.
There's been lots of years where the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers have been awesome, but it always comes down to only 2 making it. One in wild card,
Yeah.
one in regular.
And why should that be if they're the best teams in the AFC?
And it always seemed to be the Bengals, the poor bastards, out.
Yeah,
But they
but
ended
not
up like
no
a-
more. Not
yeah,
no more.
no, not with Joe Burrow. No. Although I hope he breaks both ankles. But
Maybe you could trade Lamar Jackson for Joe Burrow.
I'd take. Don't even threaten me with that. I love Joe Burrow. Are you kidding me? You give me cool Joe.
No, I wouldn't.
Guy's a winner.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I love Lamar. You know, I'm a
I
huge
know.
Lamar guy.
I
I mean, if that's
I
the
can
deal,
tell by the socks,
Yeah.
and Megan told me the Ginch as well. So
if that's the deal, I'm taking it.
And I heard if he signs, there's probably a tattoo in your near future.
You give me Joe money, baby. I'll get a tattoo. Joe, fan of the show.
I'm. It's gonna be fun. Like free agency, our next show is gonna be fun because we will definitely have a direction for Lamar.
Yeah,
we will know.
In the shitter or up in the
Yeah.
penthouse.
So either you're gonna be really mad
or I won't be here.
or really mad.
I'm either going to be super mad or just a little mad.
Next week we'll have a new guest host. Parker will be taking the spot of Josh probably. He has upped his game though. He is an Oiler fan now. That's
Yeah.
Josh's eldest son. So
Tyson literally has cursed my family. He literally brought an Oiler hat into our house tonight, and my son wore it proudly.
hey, I did ask for permission. I did ask.
He texted me earlier, and I said, "Whatever, man." And he brought it, and my son took it, and the other son looked at him and pretty much said,
And you know, the good sign of things to come is
"Never happened."
tonight when we were talking about the Oiler game,
Never
Josh
happened.
used the word "we."
I didn't say we. It was
You
like,
said "we."
I was imagining riding a really fun slide, going wee.
I distinctly heard it, and that means you're a bit on the bandwagon. That's okay,
Tyson's
buddy.
ears are failing him. At age 50,
That's
it
okay.
happens, folks.
We have room. We have room.
I am not going to the Oilers bandwagon.
Oh, buddy.
shit.
It'll be fun to have you.
But let's check in on the scores of the game tonight. Let's take
Okay,
a
yeah,
look.
let's take a look.
Hopefully
Edmonton's
the Shanes
playing
didn't
Buffalo.
lose too bad.
Edmonton's playing-
Oilers won.
Yes! Let's hear an applause.
3-2.
Nice.
We've got the Blackhawks up 4-0 on the Senators, which blows my mind.
Ooh, Ottawa's been
Um,
hot. Ottawa's been hot.
Yeah, and they're getting crushed tonight. The Sharks beat the Jets 3-2.
3-2.
Preds and Canucks tied up at 1.
So the Jets lost to the Sharks.
And,
That's a bad one.
They did, yeah, in overtime.
Oh, so they got 1
They got a
point
point. And the Flames are up 4-2.
against
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, against Dallas.
Wow. So
That's where
Calgary
we
could
sit.
gain a point on Winnipeg tonight.
Yeah, don't talk too highly yet. Yeah.
Is
so
it
they're
in the
up-
third?
It is, yeah.
How much time? How much time?
10 minutes.
10. Oh, so we're going to overtime.
Yeah, probably going to hit up overtime later tonight. Yeah. You know what? The funny story about Tyson is I don't actually like him. I'm not sure how this whole situation happened, but you know what? I know Maple Creek's looking for a vet. I'm looking for a co-host.
Yeah.
If anybody out there, damn you.
Oh, well, you know, my contract is due at the end of the season. but-
I'm not sure that we have a re-signing thing going on.
I'll come back for free. Just please let me keep coming. I love this, man.
You're in. As much.
But yes, let's mention Maple Creek Vet one more time. Excellent, excellent business, excellent people,
Great town.
great town. If you're interested, if you are a vet looking for a great place to move, hit up Maple Creek Vet Services. Tell them the fans' perspective, Tyson and Josh sent you there.
You betcha. Let them know. And honestly, it's actually a cool town. We go there all the time. They've got the coolest toy store. They have an awesome coffee shop. They have a Tim Hortons.
Yeah,
now, which is
Tim
awesome.
Hortons, big
Yeah.
seller, yeah.
It's a great town. It's literally the gateway to Cypress Hills. Awesome place.
And Karen
Tyson-
Wagner's a vet. Cleon Wasillo, a good friend of mine. Vet. Their son plays hockey with Peyton. Just great people, great staff. Look them up.
That's our local vet right here.
That is our local
half
vet.
hour down the road.
Yeah, and they are there to serve, and they do a hell of a job. I'm so grateful for them.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you would be. So, what's the week looking like? Have you checked the weather? Is it going to be absolute disaster for you? Yeah.
But I need to say anymore.
You poor bastard. If you don't understand what the calving season is like in the terror of winter, guys, it's probably the worst thing ever. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. Like, you just think of running from your vehicle in to go get a coffee, and you're freezing, and you hate it, and you tell he has to be outside guiding cows, bring him in. It's a disaster.
Calves are sick, and calves are wet, and
or they're freezing.
Yeah.
Literally, they could die.
Literally
because
freezing.
of it.
Yeah,
it's awful.
It was a lot nicer tonight on the way up, though. I gotta say, like, instead of minus 37, we were only minus 12, so life was better.
That's a lot better.
And that is, it doesn't sound like a lot, but as a rancher, it is a lot.
Yeah, minus 37 is the worst. Yeah, minus 12 is doable.
Yep.
Tyson is lucky. He's got two great kids and a great wife at home. They are the boys and Mama Bear are rocking it for him.
That is why
he's able to be here.
Yeah.
That is awesome. My wife's upstairs dealing with the shitheads up there.
And I do watch on my camera. You know, I check it out, see what's going on. I got cameras in the barns and
the barn that we were in last week.
Yes. So I check up on things. Maybe I'll do a live check-in here for the show. Just see what's going on.
See if there's any people in the barn working.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like any activity. So either they all went to bed and no one's checking, or things are quiet. So.
Yeah, well, things are quiet is probably a good thing.
Yeah. So, and we do have, Peyton's got a little hockey here this week. We start round 2 on Wednesday night and Friday night back in Maple
Where are
Creek.
you at Wednesday?
Wednesday, we're out in Kincaid for game 1 against Wood River.
Okay.
Friday night, game 2 against Wood River back in Maple Creek. So
what time Friday?
7 o'clock.
Maybe I'll come.
Right on.
There's a chance. Saturday, we only got a one-day tournament for Parker because he's so young.
Yep.
So we are in Unity, and he's got 2 games, and then if they win them, they go to the finals. So it's a one-day tournament for playoffs at his age.
And let's tell the fans out there, it is a possibility they may see a little bit of a short reel if it does work out.
There's a possibility that
Connor Bedard's in Medicine Hat.
We already have tickets, but the possibility is depending if we actually get to go to the game or not. He'll for sure probably be there.
The fans' perspective could possibly be there, the duo. So
I would like to be there as well, but that depends.
We'll see how it goes.
If the little man makes the finals, I'm out.
Yep.
If he doesn't, I will have my 2010 Volkswagen Jetta pegged down, baby, and I'll be
police, RCMP, just turn the other way.
Or give me an
escort.
Yeah, get me to the game, baby.
Yeah, and I was a little earlier before the show warming Old Park up there, put the Oiler hat on, and he put the pads on. He was probably, his save percentage went up 10 points.
Save percentage went up, but he's got a rash now on his forehead from the hat. We'll get that looked at tomorrow. I know a good doctor. Actually, maybe the vet can look at him. You bastard.
Yeah, but
he literally turned my son in 1 month of hanging out from a Flames fan. We just got done painting his room red. It is bright red. It is Flames red. He has 3 jerseys. This Christmas, he got a brand new jersey for Christmas that he begged for.
Hey.
Tyson starts the show with me within 37 days. He's brainwashed.
You know,
when's
his
birthday?
Oiler
call.
Just out of curiosity, when's his birthday?
It's just past December, so don't worry about it.
So, but Christmas and birthday are coming up.
Yep.
So we can retool with some sweaters and jerseys.
We get him back on the Flames.
Uncle T is,
oh my
you
God.
know, from the fans' perspective, can hook him up. And as I said, next week is Levi's week, and then the following week is Lily. So I love coming, giving them guys surprises. Makes my life.
Damn it, Tyson.
As
long as it's no more Oiler gear, you can get whatever you want.
No, it's something a little different for every one of them.
Good.
So
Parker's the only one he has brainwashed.
Levi's going to have an Eagle shirt. And
Oh, frick.
No, it's something a little unique for each of them, and I just love coming.
Holy shit. If one of my kids ends up an Eagle fan, one ends up an Oiler fan, and one ends up a Blue Jay fan, we're going to have some shit to pay. Huge Orioles fan.
My job is done then, buddy.
We're going to burn this shit down.
I love spending time with him, and just that was killer, even on one leg tonight.
We had Tyson playing some basement floor hockey earlier. I got some live footage. Maybe I'll throw that up a little later.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, and old Park was sporting some ginch and some goalie pads. And
pretty typical little boy stuff in his gitch and pads. Pretty ridiculous. Making saves left, right,
doing old school, no helmet.
He didn't stack the pads, though.
No, he did not.
He didn't get that from the old man, I'll tell you. That's my move.
Yeah, and you showed it there. I seen the old pad stack on the weekend. So
damn right you did.
That was a good time, and a good time had by all, I think.
It was. It's a great weekend. It's been great, man. Look at all the notes we got, all the sports, man. I can't wait. Just wait. We're gonna get off this show, and there's gonna be more.
Well, and
that's the best part.
Yeah, there is, and it starts probably tonight when we get home.
I didn't even go over PGA this weekend. There's so much.
Yeah, there is. Did you hear anything more? We've covered the NFL, and we kind of have an interest in the XFL a little bit too. Hear anything in the XFL? Because I know it was a busy weekend for both of us again, and we always try and pick up a little bit, but I didn't hear nothing.
No, me neither, but I did actually see viewership was up this week.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And up a lot, apparently, compared to week 2, so I don't know why that would be. But I did watch the highlights. Yeah, it was interesting. Watch the highlights. The only thing that stuck out to me was Seattle Dragons were down with a minute left and threw a bomb to Josh Gordon.
Oh, I seen that.
And he caught it, kind of juked the guy, ran in, and they ended up hanging on, and they won.
I seen the highlights
I believe that was their first win.
That looked like a shitty turf, actually, that stadium.
It did. It looked like a shitty college stadium almost. Yeah. I mean, that XFL doesn't have all the money.
No, they do not.
But I'll tell you, it was awesome. It was cool to see, Josh Gordon. Maybe that's his place.
Never know. And let's talk about our cool on-air sign. Wow!
The set is growing, guys. Every week we got something new coming. We got a little table for notes back here you can't see. We got all sorts of stuff. It's going to be awesome. We're growing. Man, our subscribers are blowing our mind.
And thank you all for that.
We're over 160 plus hours watched on YouTube,
which is awesome.
Which is crazy to us. Just gonna break 1,000 subscribers tonight. That's why we had the celebratory 5-9 whiskeys, the old traditional old fashions tonight to celebrate. And this is crazy. We're having a blast, man. I never thought I'd just get to research sports and talk stupidity with y'all.
Yeah, and let's talk about the fun part is every once in a while we each kind of look who's kind of been creeping on our page and stuff like that. And some pretty cool names, actually.
We've had a few guys randomly like stuff and whatnot. And
it's kind of really interesting. And,
it is.
It's like, wow, I know that guy.
Yeah, there have been a few athletes that we both love. Big dudes that have actually come out, and I don't know how they found the stuff, but they found it and they liked it and they obviously watched it.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
And we're viewed in quite a few countries.
Yeah, we are.
So,
Belgium, New Zealand, Mexico, Canada.
I didn't even know I speak Belgian.
Yeah, I don't speak. I love their beer though. Great chocolate too. Oh shit.
Oh man! But for those of you watching in Belgium, thanks to you.
Everywhere. Awesome. Thank you guys, man. We're just sitting in Fox Valley, Saskatchewan, town at 241 people.
One thing I will ask of the people at home is share the word, spread the word. That would be awesome. We really appreciate that.
The more it gets shared, the more people that comment and tell us what they want to hear, what you want to see, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Honestly, we the guy that we're bringing in for the Rider interview is gonna be a blast.
Gonna be awesome.
We're gonna get him a little sauced first, so it's gonna be. I'm serious. You guys are really gonna enjoy that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be quite fun.
Good guy.
Yeah, great guy, and he's gonna be a little sauced.
Yeah.
The Hot Ones Challenge. We are literally gonna set up for a regular show. But I will smoke some wings on my Traeger, and then we're going to hit them with those hot sauces and start 1 through 10, and we're going to do our whole show. We'll go 5 to 8 minutes apart between wings, doused in that, and we were going to try and finish our show without dying first. So Please, guys, you're
And
gonna
tune
love
in
that.
because I am not a hot guy.
Black
so,
pepper's a little spicy for the old boy over here. So.
And I just want to talk a little bit because I've been hounding Chad a little bit about a hat and stuff, and
Keeps going to the mail.
So every show we have, I give him a chance. You know, he's going to come through this week. I know it. So, loyally, I drive to the old Fox Valley post office every day. With excitement, I pull my mail keys out. Walk, kind of got a prance, eh? Getting excited, got a prance, going to the mailbox. Today's the day, I know it, eh? Open it up. Fuck, there's just a bill from Schmaltz Insurance in there, eh?
Which is just as good in my opinion.
Yeah. Come on, Chad. Like, I'm waiting. It's been weeks now. Anticipation is killing me. I got my old John Deere farm hat on even, because I know Josh can't stand looking at the Oilers, and I thought I'd give him the night off.
I'm done with the Oilers. But in all fairness, I will be getting a hold of the old boy. I need some new gear too, so I'll order us up some stuff. We'll have some Chad Ward swag hitting it up. Whiskey Bent Barbecue, best in the world.
All serious, Chad. I'm just having a little fun with you. Looking forward to actually meeting you, talking to you, and having you on the show.
Yep.
That's
he's going to be our first phone-in.
Yes. And
Could have done it tonight. We finally figured out. That's the reason, guys. We haven't done it. We're learning as we go.
Yeah, we are. Every week's something new.
Yeah, we got an intro song now.
Yeah,
and,
killer.
Yeah, the brand new Metallica, baby. And we'll probably
can you go wrong with Senior Citizens song in
we'll
your ear?
probably have a song to finish the show as well. I mean, why not? So, it's all good, guys, and we're having a blast. So.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I think that's all for tonight. We got a CFL special coming at you shortly.
Special interview with that one.
Yep. And we'll probably have more sports, more, shorts coming at you on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we got lots of stuff coming up. That Hot Ones Challenge, though, guys, seriously, you're going to...
When are we doing that?
We
should kind of set a date on that.
I'll post it up in the Instagram, but it's going to be in the next month. It'll be within the next 4 shows we're going to do that. And I will advertise the hell out of it, guys. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Are we getting our wives and kids involved a little bit?
The wives Megan wants to be.
Awesome.
So,
that sounds good.
I'll let the kids go probably till 5.
Yeah.
And then, the defibrillator's for you, so...
That's too bad, because I thought I'd bow out with the kids, but...
No, Tyson, you were hanging on. And Austin and Peyton don't get the back out.
Peyton for sure will be here. Austin is, believe it or not, he might be a little camera shy, I think,
Well, he could be off camera suffering.
Could be.
As long as we can hear him gagging a bit, we're good.
Peyton will be on camera. He's more... He's taken a real interest in this whole... microphone sports gig kind of thing since we started this. All real interested, actually. So,
I like it.
And he's never short of words, if you know Peyton.
Oh, yeah. We got to get Peyton involved then, for sure. He can sit right with us while we suffer through. Give us his opinion.
Yeah. And Tara's on the other side of things. She's with Austin. She likes to be behind the camera.
And Megan told me specifically, I want to do him that night off camera.
Yeah.
I said, done deal. There'll be a pile of you off camera, and we're going to suffer on camera.
Yes, for sure. And down the road, we're also going to add a little bit of your cooking.
Yeah, we're going to do some specials. We got lots of stuff from Centennial Foods. I got some stuff. Me and Tyson are going to do up a dry-aged bison tomahawk steak.
Oh, my God.
Reverse
so is that
on
tonight?
Is
that tonight?
It's not. It's still frozen. I got to pull
son of a
I know.
bitch,
I am so sorry. Sorry, Tyson. There you go.
How can you do that to me?
But we got those. We got veal chops, dry-aged.
Oh, yeah.
And I have some of the most beautiful Centennial Foods beef plate ribs that you'll ever see.
And let's be honest, if you're looking for food, good quality, get it up Centennial
You own
Foods.
a restaurant, you own a food truck, anywhere where you can order food in a plethora and you're selling it. I don't care what you run. Centennial Foods has the biggest variety from price range to quality to whatever you want. But I will tell you, bang for buck, if you want high end, low end, their food is the best.
They got you covered in all corners.
They do.
You betcha. And that's Centennial Foods, so look them up.
That's right. And one thing before we end, Stars have tied up the game in the third period against the Flames. So
Well, maybe we
it
could
ain't a good show unless
we could finish our beer off
no.
watching overtime.
We're
That's a
good. We won't even
possibility.
make it to overtime. From the looks of it, there's 5 minutes left.
Oh,
and Stars
yes.
are probably going to win in regulation.
Yeah,
so.
the old Ottinger's getting the best of Calgary again, eh?
Yeah, 4-2 4 minutes ago, then 4-3, now 4-4. Typical. And we'll end the show with a little bit of Metallica. And thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, share it as much as possible. We're having a blast.
Vets out there, get a hold of Maple Creek Vet. They're looking for you.
We sent you.
You betcha.
See you
Tyson
guys.
and Josh.
Woo! Fuck yeah. There we go.
And that is a wrap.
Should be good.